Hey, what's up you guys? It's Kaylee and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to be sharing this video with you. I know I missed a week of uploading, but I will be explaining to you why in just a few seconds. I just really quickly wanted to tell you guys what this build is. I've been trying to record this intro for a little bit now. I don't know. I'm struggling doing intros. I am still recovering from my hay fever. So yeah, but I will update you guys with all of that. So in this build, I actually saw a picture on Pinterest that I recreated. It's like a modern farmhouse family type of house, I guess. I will be putting up a picture on the screen which you will be able to see so that you can see what the house was, that the inspiration that I took it from. I don't know what English is today, honestly. I obviously modified it a little to look better in The Sims. Yeah, because not everything's gonna look great in The Sims if it looks good in a picture or in real life. So yeah, and then I only had a picture of the front, so I really focused on doing the back justice, I guess, the backyard and everything. But yeah, this is a okay, so it's 2-bedroom, I think there's 4 bathrooms house. But you can convert the gym upstairs into another bedroom, and then the bathroom for the gym you can convert into a bedroom. So there's endless possibilities with this build, which I quite enjoy. I currently have a family living in this house, and I converted the bathroom for the gym into the toddler room. So it works really well for that as well. I did use a little bit of custom content, but we'll talk about that later. Now for the reason that I missed uploading last week. So I had 2 assignments due. We went away for the weekend and my grandmother is here. So things have just been a little bit hectic, but I am looking forward to getting back to my uploading schedule from next week, which is also why this video will probably be a day late. Because I had this video filmed and edited last week already, before Wednesday. I think I finished it on Tuesday, and then I still needed to do the voiceover, but I couldn't find a quiet spot in the house because my grandmother's been here. So this is the first night in a while that I can actually just sit down and do voiceover for the speed build. Yeah, I also went away this weekend, as I mentioned. We went to a farm. It's been the first weekend I've been able to go away since lockdown in South Africa started in March, I believe. March or April. Maybe it was end of April. I can't really remember when lockdown started, but it's been quite a while. So we went away for the weekend, my parents and I. And yeah, I had so much fun, you guys. I just relaxed, and it was just a really good getaway. But then when I came back, I had the worst hay fever because of all of the pollen, because it is spring now in South Africa, and from all of the pollen and dust on the farm, and it's just, I felt like I was dying. I've never had hay fever this bad before. But yeah, I've been taking allergy medication, and yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, that's basically the updates, I think. Yeah, so I just really didn't have the time to, you know, do a voiceover. The build was finished, I just needed to do the voiceover. Yeah, this house took me quite a while, actually. It took me about, I didn't sit and build the entire house in one go. I think I built it over the course of 3 or 4 days, and it took me about 4 or 5 hours to do, just because it's not the kind of house that I usually build, and I really wanted to do the build justice, and I wanted it to look aesthetically pleasing and fit with the family's, you know, way of life and everything. And then I kind of just made it up as I went along. I need to sneeze, but I'm not going to. You guys, my Monday, now that I'm thinking of the sneeze, on Monday morning I woke up. So I went and first I knocked off or over a mug of coffee. And then when I went up to the bathroom to just get my makeup on and everything, right as I put on my mascara, I sneezed. So there was like black all over my face from the mascara, and I tried to take it off and then kind of fix the part of foundation that went off now from the makeup remover, and then it just didn't work out, so I just didn't wear makeup to work on Monday. But it was fine. I feel better, so yeah. But I just thought about that now. Here we are making a little braai barbecue area. Like I mentioned in my previous videos, in South Africa we love to braai, so I always put braais and patios and outdoor areas in my builds. I like to, when I play The Sims, sorry for the sniffing that came out of nowhere. When I play The Sims, I like to invite people over on a Saturday and they swim if it's summer or spring, and then they just do a nice little barbecue. So yeah. I lost my train of thought there. You probably wouldn't have even have noticed because I probably cut that part out, but it's fine. Yeah, so I actually really enjoyed doing this build. I think the outside took the longest for me because I wanted it to look like the picture and also not, if that makes sense. You know, you kind of want to put your own spin on things when you build in The Sims. Yeah, but I really do think that my building has gotten a lot better since I've started playing The Sims. I remember the first house I built in The Sims 3, actually. I don't really remember the Sims 2 houses. I never really built in Sims 1 and Sims 2. I kind of just always refurnished houses, but yeah, the building thing was a little bit too daunting for me. So in Sims 3, I built a house, and literally the first house I built was only a square with like smaller squares in it. There wasn't like any details or a second floor or anything like that. Like little Simsy would cry if she saw that. Yeah. So yeah, looking back, I think I really did get quite far. But you're doing the kitchen here. I will be changing the color scheme soon. I was first gonna go with my regular black and white color scheme throughout the house, but then I thought, you know what, this is a like rather big house. It's a special house. I kind of wanted it to look more farmhouse and rustic. I also do go with a light wood flooring, which I never do. I'm always so scared to use it because I don't really feel like anything, like, to me it doesn't fit, like the furniture doesn't work, and it's daunting to use the light flooring. But I think I did it justice. I think it looks really nice in this house. So yeah, the kitchen did take up a lot of time for me, but I always say that I want to make big kitchens because that's a place where my Sims spend the most of their time usually. And I don't know, I just always love big kitchens. Here we're doing the dining room. I also struggle a little bit with the color scheme for the dining room, but I think it turned out quite fine. Also, the reason I think I struggled with this house a bit was because the wall height was at the tallest, whatever. My dad always says I try to sound American, but I really don't. I learned how to speak English from watching American TV shows and things when I was little. So yeah, and now I'm studying English, so full circle moment there. Anyway. So, what was I saying? Living room. No, not the living room. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the wall height. I think I struggled with this house because of the wall height. The walls are quite tall, and I don't really know how to make the house look more cozy, but not overly cluttered with taller walls. So yeah, I think that is why I did struggle a bit with the interior. I tried to keep the custom content of the build to a minimum. Oh, I also upsized this little planter thing from Tiny Living, and I thought it looked really cute actually. Like, I didn't think it would look good because it is such an odd shape, but I quite like the way it looks sized up. I feel like it's just just too small in the original size. So yeah. But what I was saying is, I'm so sorry, guys. My train of thought is just not here today. I kept the custom content to minimum. I do only have a few packs, like I've mentioned, but I tried to make do with what I had without using too much custom content. And then right after this video, I downloaded a crap ton of custom content. Let me know if you guys want me to do like a little run through of all the custom content I have in my game, because I have quite a few things. But yeah. Usually I would like to use custom content paintings and things just because there aren't that many great paintings that fit with the aesthetic of the house. So I do think I did use a few custom content paintings, but the custom content that I use usually are quite easily replaceable. So it's not like you're going to be missing chunks of the build because you don't have that. It's more decoration things. I wasn't gonna put a bathroom downstairs, but then I figured, you don't want your Sims to walk all the way upstairs into another person's room to get to a bathroom. So I ended up putting a nice little bathroom downstairs. It's very minimal, very neat. The color scheme matches the kitchen. So yeah, and you have a little laundry room as well. I kind of always put my laundry rooms out of the way because I don't like, for example, in my house, I don't like people seeing my laundry area. So yeah. Also, I don't think The Sims has enough carpets. Like, okay, I know I don't have all of the packs, but yeah, I feel like base game could have had a few more carpets, but it's fine, we'll work with it. And then you'll see to the left there is a very big open area, and then there's the fireplace. I end up doing like a little wall in the middle, so I have the area, a living room for the fireplace exclusively, and then a TV lounge room, living room type thing, just to kind of section it off. I had a lot of space to play with, so I figured why not. Yeah, and I took quite a few minutes to you guys probably won't see it, but I took quite a while to furnish the living rooms, just because I didn't know which couches to use, and that's my biggest problem every time I furnish living rooms is the couches. I always end up using the same ones, and I try to mix it up, but there aren't that many that I like, like I know it's personal preference and everything, but yeah. Oh, and then I ended up using these little tiny living coffee tables, and I sized one down, and then I just kind of, so it looks like it's one little, I just think it looked cool. It was a cool little interior moment for me. Yeah, and then I used the TV from City Living because you need a big TV. Or was that City Living? Oh, I think that was just smaller than the City Living one. I'm not sure. And then at the back, I didn't really know what to do, so I think I just put a bookcase in and then like some chairs around it. Can't really remember. I think I changed the wall color at some point as well. Yeah, and that plant is also custom content. Again, I was struggling with the paintings and the curtains. All of the curtains are custom content, if I can remember correctly. Just because base game doesn't have the best curtains for tall walls, so I just used some custom content ones. I think those are from the bathroom stuff pack, the CC one. So yeah, and then I used these paintings from City Living just to kind of add a little bit of vibrance to the room. Okay, so now we've moved to the upstairs, and I did cut out a bit of footage because I took so long with the floor plan because I had so much space to work with, and I wanted to make the bedrooms very spacious. I could have probably fit in 2 or 3 more bedrooms, but you know, if any house was like, this is the house for big bedrooms. So I did end up making the bedrooms rather big, and I ended up furnishing it with styles that I'm not really used to using. You'll see the one room is very Van Gogh inspired almost. It's just because the bed is Van Gogh. I think it was Van Gogh. It must be Van Gogh. And then I have this really nice study, and now that I think of it, I should actually have put in another desk there. But I did make this really nice study for like a business mom or a business dad or like a business woman or business man, or just somebody who likes a big office. And then I do end up putting like a little coffee corner in the study. So yeah, I quite like the way the study turned out. Like if I ever build my own house, I'd build a study like this. I also played around with the wall colors. I normally keep all the walls the same color, but this time I challenged myself to like the blue walls or like gray walls or pink, it depends. Here I'm just doing the little coffee station. I also put a tea pot thing there and just some clutter. And I also did put a sink there because, realistically you'll need to fill up the coffee and tea thingies. And then I put some mirrors back there just to add a little decal to the, just to add a little something. And then these curtains I placed like that to kind of make it look like they've been drawn open a little bit, just to add that more of like a flair to the room. And then I do put up a painting here, but when I play my Sims game, I do change the painting because he has some stuff in his inventory, the guy that's using the office. So yeah, and I really do like the blue color scheme with the tan woods and everything. I think I would love to redo my room in that way. And then here I'm just kind of filling up spaces using plants. I recently got I think 4 or 5 more plants in my room, and guys, it's becoming a problem. Like, I don't have space anymore. At this point, I'd move out of the house just so I can buy more plants. Over here, I just wanted to put like a little seating area just because it was an open space, and I don't really know, like, when I was doing this build, I thought about it and I was like, the people in this house the Sims in this house will never run out of places to sit, because there's 3 couches upstairs for 5, like, just in the immediate upstairs area, 5 couches, then the study is 2, downstairs there's an abundance of couches. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I put a couch in one of the rooms as well, so these people or these Sims will never run out of sitting space. This is the Van Gogh room I was talking about. I also used these cupboards, but I did get a SimKia stuff pack, a CC1, that I'm gonna use to replace those cupboards, but I wanted it to look like the cupboards had been built in. Ideally, I would have liked them to be a bit taller, but it's fine. Make do with what we got. And yeah, so I kind of just I used the bed to choose the color scheme for the entire room, which usually I would think of a color scheme for the room before I placed in a bed, but I've never used this bed before, and I really like it. So yeah, we do end up using the colors from that. And I wanted to do like a little curtain moment over there, but I don't think I keep it. I don't think it works. I think I just put up the fairy lights there. I don't remember. I put up the fairy lights and then that sun wall decoration. You'll see it in a few seconds. So then I just kind of do that. I just played with the yellows and the greens and the blues from the bed, and then I also put an easel in there because if you're gonna have a Van Gogh bed, you're gonna need an easel. And I actually have never used these paintings. I think it's from the freelance career. But yeah, I quite enjoyed doing the interior for that room. The bathrooms are pretty standard. They all kind of look the same. They all have a tub, a shower, toilet, little area. I don't know. And then yeah. So that's basically it, guys. I still need to do, I wanted to really give this house a very, very nice gym area, which I do end up doing a little later on. And I also did the same thing with the main bedroom that I did with the Van Gogh bedroom, that I chose the bed before I did the other furnishings, because I don't know, I always use the same beds, the same color schemes. So one way for me to kind of change that around a bit was to use the bed as the main focal point and then kind of work around that. So here you'll see I was first going in with my original stuff. I was at one point gonna make this a toddler room, but it's just too big. And then I ended up choosing this bed from City Living, and I kind of used that orange and teal emerald green type of color as the color scheme for the room. Not too special, this room. It's quite standard. It's just a room. I do think I end up flipping it around and putting a couch in one of the corners. Not sure. I think I do. And then I'm just playing around with wall colors. That took quite a while. I think that took most of the time because I wanted to get one that didn't quite match, but you know, still looked good. Yeah, there's the couch that I put in. That corner couch really is only good for this room. I've never actually really used it in other builds. So yeah, I was quite excited to have a use for it because it's a nice couch. Like, I like the little pillows on it and everything. I wish it was more sharp, the corner, so that it would fit perfectly into a corner of a room, but you know, can't have everything. Oh guys, I'm also very excited. I heard that they are updating the skin tones in The Sims 4, which is something that should have been done from the start, but you know, they learned, and you know, the Sims team took accountability and they aimed to create a better game, you know, so I'm all fine with that. I'm very excited to see that they are including more skin tones. And yeah, here we are building the gym. So I struggled to do the carpet thing because I had a thing in mind, but I couldn't quite remember where to get it. But then I ended up finding it was a carpet, like a loose carpet, and then I kind of just used that to do the flooring. And then I put in some gym equipment. Yeah, I quite enjoyed doing the gym. I've always wanted a gym in my house. I don't think I'd ever use it. It's just, you know, it's a flex. It's a cool thing to have. So yeah, and then I put in these big mirrors because everybody always has these really big mirrors in their gym. Yeah, and I used expensive treadmills as well. So yeah, quite enjoyed. And then I built a little bathroom with like lockers and things because it was just such a big room. I figured, you know, it could be a bathroom with smaller bathrooms in it. So it has a shower and a toilet that's like sectioned off so that two Sims at one point can use this entire bathroom. And yeah, I think it looked quite cool. It really did give me the gym vibes. This is the carpet I was talking about. It looks like it was like, I don't know, stitched together in squares. Yeah, guys, so that is the house. So we're going into the screenshots now. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.